da da da. Hey, da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. This is episode 6 of the 3D Controversy podcast.
Hey, there we go. We got the name right
Hey,
this
Got the
time.
name right this time.
Big
bravo,
improvement. 5
bravo.
episodes, we're improving. We're coming in hot now. This is
Coming in
this is too good.
You
two
can't
two
contain
episodes
us.
in 1 week we've recorded. That's a record.
Exactly. We're killing it this week. All right, so you need to explain this story about the polar bears. What happened with these polar bears?
Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm the one that runs the Twitter account, and on Twitter I noticed that Russian polar bear invasion was trending. That was like a thing that was trending. And I started tweeting about it because it's extremely interesting. Anyways, essentially the polar bear. Well, there's a lot of debate why everything is melting. People think climate change. People think other thing. We're not here to debate that. Polar bears' habitats are becoming less and less, so they're starting to invade towns in Russia. And like 52 polar bears came and invaded this one town in Russia, and like people they came into people's houses and everything.
Jesus.
And it was trending on Twitter this week. Russian polar bear invasion,
I mean,
literally invading Russia.
of course it would happen in Russia. I feel like nowhere else. It would have to be Russia.
We thought it would be the aliens or something, and no, it's the polar bears. They're gonna get us.
Yep. It's a
It
good
was
move.
only a matter of time, though. I mean,
But
well,
those Russians, they love the polar bears though. Like you've seen those strange videos on the internet where they're just like
Oh,
feeding
no,
them and hanging
like
out.
an emergency, like a national emergency was declared in Russia for like this town, for like Siberia because polar bears are invading.
Yeah, that is a terrible place to live all round. Minus the polar bears, even without the polar bears.
I don't know. I feel like in a few days, you're just going to see a news article. Putin rides on back of polar bear with army of polar bears behind him.
To
That's
attack
exactly what's gonna
America.
happen.
Yeah, that'd be a good move.
They could
Like,
ride a glacier over here to America as they invade us. We think Russia's getting invaded, but really, the polar bears are just going through some basic training out there.
yeah, exactly.
They're the next KGB operatives.
Didn't maybe this is bullshit, but didn't they do like dolphins with or something like that with guns on them? Or I don't know. I've vaguely heard this rumor. Do you remember that in
No,
World
Is
War
it
Two?
is it a
I've never.
cartoon that you
No,
watched, or?
no, no. It wasn't a cartoon. I vaguely remember this.
Well, did you get high one day and have this vision? I don't know.
No, that's not how it happened. I'm fairly sure there was
Oh,
like a
you know what? You're so confident. I'm gonna Google it. Dolphins with guns.
You know,
Yeah,
dolphins are like the second smartest animal in the world.
yeah, but how do they test that though?
They dolphins communicate and they literally have nicknames for each other. Like they shit talk each other when the other dolphins leave. They like talk behind each other's back and shit.
Okay, so I found an article here that this is it's a Wikipedia page, but the military dolphin, the United States Navy dolphin, they train dolphins and sea lions in San Diego, California. They had about 75 dolphins in the 1960s, and they were training them to detect mines. So yeah,
Oh,
there
like
you go.
dogs.
Yeah, but sea dogs, I
Yeah,
guess.
and
All
I'm
right.
reading this article right here. Fact check. Probably not true.
I mean,
I googled army of dolphins, and the first thing that pops up is the military dolphins that the U.S. used in Vietnam and Korea.
hey, I see a picture with a gun and a dolphin right here on this Wikipedia page. So, hmm,
Oh, it must be true then.
yeah, must be true. Did you hear about that guy who wrote 3 million Wikipedia articles?
Yes, I did. He
It's
looked exactly
insane.
like you would. He looked exactly like you would picture somebody who had edited 3 million Wikipedia pages.
Yeah, did you hear about that, Spencer?
I did not.
He's wrote literally 30% of Wikipedia. Like that's all he does. Is he comes home and just writes Wikipedia articles. He's a priest too, but
It
he just
doesn't
gets.
work for him though.
Our chemistry
I don't
teacher
think
in
it's
high
paid
school did that. He was a Wikipedia person.
I guess you gotta have your
So-
hobbies.
I mean, are they always right? Or
Yeah, like you get some from books. You go to the library and research a topic, then make a Wikipedia article.
so it's not just him like
No,
dicking
no,
around. Like,
no. I think Henry. I think this guy was one of the guys that just corrects pages. That's why he'd gotten so much. He wasn't. He didn't. I think.
No,
I think
he had original articles. He definitely had original articles.
when you do 30% of Wikipedia, you probably have a few.
Yeah.
you can't
I bet
always
he
be
created.
right.
I bet he created the one about him.
Yeah.
Does it? Can you see his name on like each Wikipedia article he's done?
I can't remember actually.
Under
Probably,
the references, probably.
yeah. References in the edits. I don't know. Can't remember what his name is. But isn't that crazy? Like that is half of his life. Just spent.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
Wikipedia.
I wonder what his motivation was, what his driving force was to start that.
Yeah, he didn't get paid for it. He doesn't get any motivation. I don't know. No recognition. He just, goes out there.
Wanted to spread the wealth of knowledge he had.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess technically he did get the recognition for it because we're sitting here talking about him. What more could you ask for other than
Exactly.
Anyways, this guy looked exactly like the Wikipedia version of Ken Burns. I don't know if y'all know who Ken Burns is.
Nope,
that
no
name
idea.
sounds familiar, but I
No,
don't
not
know.
Ken Burns. Ken Bones. Fuck, what's his name?
Oh, yeah. The guy who did that brief appearance with
Yes.
some questionnaire with
Ken
the
Bones,
mustache.
I think.
Yeah.
No, not Ken
Yeah.
Bones. What's
It's
his
Ken
name?
Bone, the guy with the red
The red sweater. Yeah, exactly. The red
That was
sweater.
Ken Bone. And he asked the question, did you hear about his Reddit page or something?
Yeah, it talked about Jennifer Lawrence's butthole.
Yeah.
What?
Do you remember who that Ken Burns guy is? He's had a mustache. He wore the red sweater and
Ken Bone.
Ken Bone. Was it Ken Bone? I don't think Ken Bone was the name.
Yeah, it was Ken Bone.
Ken Burns is a
Ken
filmmaker.
Bone will bone you.
It is Ken Bone. Jeez.
Yeah.
The basketball coach?
No, Ken
Oh.
Bone. In a debate
Oh.
between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, he asked a question. I don't even remember the question. He asked a question about the energy policies. That's what it was, and he got super famous. And the dude that edits all the Wikipedia pages looks exactly like him.
What was the question about? You said
It
energy?
doesn't
Or?
matter. This was a bad.
Yeah, we're down a rabbit hole
There's-
again. But
There's
anyway,
not much to talk about Ken Burns, except
Bone.
Bone.
about Jennifer.
Oh my
Butthole.
god. It's Ken Bone. You've made this mistake 50
Dude,
times.
you know what? I would change it, but I can't hear you correcting me because you keep cutting out. So
I know, for real. You're lagging like awful tonight.
Shit, that's so annoying.
Ken Burns, Ken Bone, same shit.
Anyway, it's Ken Bone, and Ken Bone had a Reddit page where he just talked about, I don't know, the internet found it anyway, and he'd just talk about Jennifer Lawrence's butthole. That was his thing. That's what he loved to do. I don't know.
His
Into
name
that
was
spooky place.
Ken Bone-Un? Is that who it is?
Ken Bone, yeah.
Ken Bone-Un.
I don't think it
No,
was
not
Kim
Bone.
Jong-un.
Oh my god.
They're the same person, right?
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a cool life though. To be Kim Jong Un. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever.
Little Rocket Man.
Yeah. That'd be the lifestyle. Would you take it? Would you be dictator? If that was your family, would you do it?
Absolutely.
North Korea or America?
North Korea.
I'm dictator of North Korea?
Yep. Spencer
Uh,
Jong Un is
I
your
don't
new name.
know.
Keep a safe eye.
I don't think I could live there.
You don't know anything different. You're born there.
Oh, I
Okay,
thought
you wake
meant
up, you're a small
I just fly over there tomorrow. Like, all right, here you are. This is your country.
Spencer Jong Un is your name. You're first in line for the throne. Would you take it? Or would you be like, nah, I'm gonna leave?
Oh no, I gotta take it at that point.
Yeah, you gotta take it. What, like, if you pass it on, like, I don't know, you gotta take in that situation.
Yeah, I feel like
Even if
you're the
even if you don't agree with the politics, you have to take it to try to make it better.
yeah.
What do you
Or,
improve?
otherwise, you just look like a bitch.
Aren't they basically starving to death? Like half of them.
Yeah.
That's probably the first thing I'd try to change. Is the
Yeah, I'd make it more like 3/4 starving instead of half.
Yeah, that's good.
exactly like euthanasia. Just kill all the poor people, and then we got a country of rich assholes. And who doesn't want that?
I'll
That's
tell
not.
you what, I would
That's not
implement
how
the
they.
first ever real life Hunger Games.
Oh god,
Absolutely.
that's no good.
I would run a communist Switzerland.
Hey, and my first order of business, schedule a meeting with Putin so we can just sit down, chill, have a couple cold ones. We just
Right? Right?
Yeah,
The best position in the NFL is backup quarterback. Best position in politics is the backup communist. We just back up Russia on everything. Never take the blame.
that's pretty good. Have you heard about his island he has? Kim Jong Un or I don't know. I can't keep up with him, but he has like a secret island. Well, not a secret island, but it's just like where he goes and it's all women working there, and everything's gold and shit like that. Have you heard about that?
no, but sign
Are you
me up.
describing the dream I had last night?
Yeah, that's the move. That's what needs to happen.
Hey, if he has an extra seat at the table, sign me up.
Yeah. Gotta go over and work there, work your way up the ranks.
Yeah, I'll start off by chewing on some nuclear meat and then maybe work my way up to spit shining his shoes.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're 80, you're taking it right up the butt.
It's worth the wait.
It's all for the job.
I mean, I'm in North Korea, so probably not even gonna feel it.
It's the brand new after the first 2 inches.
It's crazy though how that actually exists in today's world where they have a place you cannot leave.
What do you
Did, did you hear about that island too in the middle of the Indian Ocean?
What about it?
Which island?
Okay, it's in the middle of the Indian Ocean and it hasn't been touched by humanity, so no one's ever been there, and they all have bow and arrows still. Like they didn't know about the outside world, and this one. It was in the news recently because this one
Yeah.
American guy
He was a Christian.
went over, yeah,
He was a missionary.
trying to like convert them, and they just filled that fucker with arrows.
Yep.
He had no
Just straight up
chance.
killed him.
Yeah, you gotta be careful doing
Yeah.
that stuff in other countries.
You
Well,
gotta
it's
you gotta be careful. You shouldn't be doing that. Don't fucking bring a shield. You should be doing that.
well,
You have
there's
no-
like laws, like international laws, separating those people from the rest of the world, so that they like keep a semblance of what humanity was before we had technology and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he wasn't supposed to be there anyways. Like he wasn't allowed to be there, and then somebody took him there, and then they killed him with arrows because they thought he was.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Demon
trying
or
to get, yeah, you're trying to save people to get the word out to all these
You-
people that maybe aren't lucky enough to have the privilege or opportunity to study
Oh.
and worship. So
My God. They're living on an island. They're doing nothing wrong. These are
Yeah,
the most
but-
wholesome people ever. They just live on an
Wholesome
island
people.
and
They're,
eat fish.
they're like cannibals and shit.
Apart from that, we can gloss over a few of those things. They're doing nothing wrong to the world. Whereas we're like over here, driving cars, eating all the shitty food, destroying the wildlife. I feel like they're the good people. If anyone's getting into heaven, this isn't the fucking religion hour. This is not a podcast. Who is getting salvation today?
this is the 700 Club, son.
The fuck is the
The
700
religious
Club?
fuckers.
Turn
I
it
have
on
no idea.
to ABC Family or whatever it's called now, Freeform at like
Freeform.
9 in the morning, and you'll see the 700
Dude.
Club.
Dude,
What is that?
Freeform has Harry Potter weekend basically every weekend.
Just
where they
You're
show-
obsessed with the
Harry
Harry Potter movies.
Dude, I love Harry Potter.
I've never
You've
seen
said
Harry
them so
Potter.
many times.
I could probably
What?
I've
Never
read
seen it.
I've read the entire series like 5 times, and I've seen all the books like 20, or seen the movies.
Listen, son. When I grew up, that was witchcraft. You can't watch stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, blows my mind.
The Lord frowns
You're
upon that.
you're from a different century. You're
So
actually from the 1880s.
you dang right, dude. If I could go live in an older, simpler time, I would.
Yep, you'd be all right. Well, that was episode 6. We're going to call it there. If you'd like to listen in more next week, as we discussed who is going to heaven and hell on the 3D controversy religious podcast. And if you leave a comment in the comment section, obviously that's usually where people leave comments. Then we'll talk about that next week.
Now
Don't
go to
forget-
our Instagram if you want some religious advice, maybe a Bible verse or two inbox to you. Let
And
me know. That's my forte right there.
go to the Twitter if you want some more debauchery.
And what the names of the Twitter and the Instagram accounts?
Instagram is the 3D underscore controversy underscore podcast.
And Twitter is just 3D controversy.
Nice, keep it simple. All right, see ya.